I'd just like to take the opportunity to welcome everybody to this to the session today. Thanks for making the time to join. The feedback from the community is always very important. This is where we take information and gather the knowledge we need to make the changes that we need to make going forward so that we can maintain the momentum on this movement. And as a community, I would say, as I always do, that we are gathered to address two fundamental issues. The first is that of financial inclusion, which means everybody who needs to access financial services should be able to access or should have a way of accessing it without being left out. The second point is that we need a common instrument of exchanging value across the community. This is very important because today, many people do not have this possibility and therefore are not able to participate in the new global digital economy. As we all know, within continental Africa, as much as 91% of people in some countries are excluded. And within continental Africa, we have over 40 different currencies, which make it a challenge for people to trade with each other. If you are in Nigeria, perhaps you can testify as to what is going on there now. But of course, Nigeria is not in isolation. You would find these challenges in many other countries within continental Africa. And what we want to do as a community is bring people together, provide an accessible ecosystem that can enable individuals to exchange value with each other in real time, using a common benchmark, common standard, common instrument of exchanging value, which is our Lumi. So on that note, welcome.
Thank you, Dr. Linus. Brother Ambi is just sorting out his feedback on his side. It's entirely up to you how you want to handle this, Dr. Linus. If you've got anything that you want to present to us, or do you just want to go straight into the Q&A, make it a community one this week, today?
Yes, I think let's do that. Let's do that.
Okay. Hold on. Who's there? Right. Okay then, Dr. Linus, what we'll do.
The only thing, Sister Pauline, the only thing I promised yesterday, towards the end, if you remember, we had Sister Emma, who wanted to see whether a payment that had been made to her was received.
Okay.
And I did say that perhaps I could show how you can check payments that have been made to you or payments you have made on Transact.
Yes, please go ahead, because there'll be other people. We'll be doing transacting and we're pushing everyone to transact with each other. So yes, that would be a good lesson for each of us to learn. No, go ahead, please, Dr. Linus.
Okay, so let me share my screen very quickly and just show that. I'm going to share my screen. And just go straight into, in fact, I'll just go to Transact Direct.
Is it possible you can make it a slightly bit bigger for those who are using mobile phones?
Yes, let's do that. So we are in Transact. And of course, you can log in by clicking that button on the top right. You then enter your username. I'll use mine. And then you log in. Okay, so once you log in, you can see information here on recent transactions. And it will show in the currency that you've selected at the top. So if we select Nigerian Naira, NGN, then it will just display these values in Nigerian Naira equivalent values. Now, because of caching, sometimes when you do a transaction, it might not show up on this list instantly or immediately, but this is where you can see the transactions that have recently been made. If you want to see the transactions you have made yourself, you can go to transfers and you can go to transfer history, which is here. And then on transfer history, you'll be able to see what is there, right? These are test transactions, as you can see. There is also the possibility that if you go to more, there is a button here which says transactions. When you click on that, it will then give you a fuller list of transactions. Instead of just the recent transactions, it will give you the complete list of transactions with pages, and you can troll through those pages to see what transactions that you want to that have been made that you might want to see. Those in red are transactions that you have made that are outbound, and those in green are transactions that are inbound that have come in. So I'm not sure whether Sister Emma is on. I think I saw her.
Yes, she is.
Yes,
she is. Where is she? Let's see if I can locate her for you. Sister Emma, can you unmute, please?
Yes. Good evening.
Yes. Good evening. So if you wanted, Sister Emma, if you wanted to display this in Lumi, then you will just make sure that Lumi is the currency that is selected at the top, and the values will then be shown in Lumi. So if you were expecting 6 Lumi, then you should see an entry which says 6 Lumi, for example, and the type of request, whether it was a request money or a send money. Now, if you are trading and you have people in your restaurant, what I would advise is you should use the request money instead of asking them to pay you, because if you ask them to just pay, they can enter the wrong account number and click send. I'm just saying that is a possibility, right? But if you do request, it's much better and it's much safer. And let me show you that. So you click on request money, and then you click on send request. When you click on send request, you just add a new request, okay? Now, I'm going to send a request to somebody in the audience. Anyone who gives me their account number, I'll send a request. When they approve it successfully, I will send double the amount back, okay? So let's do that as a simple exercise. Anybody?
Sister Emma, do you have your account number available?
PE?
Yes, PE
22
22
044
044
742
742
668
668
028.
020, like that.
028.
Oh, 028. Thank you. So
Because the reason why I chose Sister Emma, because she was the one who had expecting money to come into her account. So this is the way that she can make sure going forward. And if her clients want to pay her, this is what you have to do, Sister Emma, okay?
Sister Emma, this is the best way to do it. You send a request to them and you can see when that request is approved, okay?
Yes.
So when you have entered the details, you click, it will show the name of the person. That's great. You enter the amount you want them to pay, okay? So in this case, if I want you to pay 2.5 Lumi, and when you approve it, I will send you the double the amount back. It's fine. So you can even put a description here. Now,
Yeah,
if
coffee. Please put coffee.
Yes, you can put coffee, for example. Yeah. Okay. And if you want, you can put the price of coffee. Let's say they had coffee and coffee was 1 Lumi. You can say that. And they had bread. You can say bread was 0.5. Okay. Let's say they had a piece of cake. You can say that the cake is also 1 Lumi, right? And so the total, if you like, in fact, you can actually do this if you want. You can say total is 2.5. And then you send them a request for the 2.5 and you submit. Okay. Now, Sister Emma, I have sent it. Now, on your end, what the customer would need to do is they'll need to go to request money and they need to click on receive request. and that request will be shown here. Okay. Now,
Yes.
status will show as pending if they haven't paid, right?
Yes.
So have you received a request?
Maybe I go back to transact.
Please go to Transact, log into your Transact account, and then click on Receive Request. Then you will see the request that I have sent to you. But because I'm the one who sent the request, if I click on Send Request, you can see that the request to Emma is pending because you haven't paid yet. It shows the amount. It shows the person who is supposed to receive or who is supposed to pay. And then it shows the status of that transaction. It is pending. If you want to see the details at any time, you can click on Details. And this is the information that we provided. It was coffee for one, bread for 50 cents, and cake for one. The total was 2.5. Okay, and we sent that request a minute ago.
So, Sister Emma, have you received, are you on your Transact?
Yes, I'm logging in.
Okay, very good.
Okay,
So-
in the go on, Dr. Linus, sorry.
Sorry. So this is the best way, Sister Emma, to do this. Okay.
While
And the client said that on his account, that 6 Lumi was taken, but it did not reflect on my account, and transaction number did not come to his account.
Okay. If you tell us who the customer is, maybe
it's a possibility if he's done it and it's got to be approved. It's a possibility if his KYC is not up to date, if his profile is not up to date and his Connect account is not up to date, it may be declined, so the money will be reversed.
Okay.
Is that correct?
Have you seen the transaction now? Have you seen this?
I'm
request?
almost there. Just a minute.
Okay, thank you.
Yes.
Yeah. So although it's been deducted from his account, okay, or he's stating it's been deducted from his account, if it's something that has to be approved by the admin team, he has to ensure all his accounts are up to date before the transaction will be approved. And the money isn't the money automatically reversed, Dr. Linus? If the payment
if
is
it is
declined,
then yes, it gets automatically reversed. But in Transact, we don't impose a requirement for that to be approved by a third party. So
Okay.
it should go straight through. But you are right that if he hasn't completed his KYC, maybe there is a restriction on him being able to make the payment. So the best thing is to do.
I have seen,
You have
I
seen
have
it.
seen, yeah,
Okay, very good.
2.5.
Now, when you see it, what you can do is simply click on it. I think you click on send or something like that. Can you click on it? Are you able to approve it? Once you approve it, I will see,
Yes.
everyone will see here that it's been approved because right now it's still pending. Do you see the option to approve it?
No,
What does it say?
the money has just reflected on my account.
Okay, because I am asking you to pay and I've sent a request for you to pay. So what you need to do is go to request money and click on
Yes.
receive money request, receive request. When you click on receive
Okay,
request,
okay. I see Benting.
it will
I
say
click-
pending, yes.
I click details or I click send.
Click send, please.
Completed.
Completed, very good. So now I can go to send money request here and I will see that it's been completed. And this is it. You can see that. Can you see that? Can everybody see my screen? So the status has now changed from pending to completed. And so this is the best way to do it, okay? And you
Yes.
can actually see, if I now go to my home page, you can see the transaction here. This is it for 2.5. And it says that that transaction was a money request and it's been completed, and it's today, the 8th of February, 2023. Okay, so this is the best way to do it. So Sister Emma, may I ask you to now send me a request? Send me a request for 10 Lumi, for example. I have about 80 Lumi here. That's fine. 86.
Okay.
Send me a request for about 10 or even 25. It's fine.
Okay, I'm logging then back to, I'm using mobile phone. I'm
Yes,
going back.
I know.
to-
That's correct. So
Yes.
for the benefit of everybody else, what you do if you want to send a request, again, you go to request money and you click on send request. Okay, you click on add request and then enter the number, the account number for the person that is supposed to pay you. Click to display the name, make sure the name is correct, enter the amount, put a description if you want, and then submit. Okay. And then once you have sent the request, you can just wait and see and look at the status of the request, whether it's been completed or not. So now I need to click on receive request so I can see the request that Sister Emma is going to send.
Yes,
So
just
that I
a
can-
minute, logging
Okay.
in.
Thank you.
While Sister Emma is doing that, we had some hands up, so let's just have a look and see if there's anyone that we can answer in the meantime while Sister Emma is doing that. The first one is Thelma King. Please unmute yourself and good evening.
Yes, good evening, Sister Pauline. It's Theda though, TH, like you're saying the. Theda.
It's my pronunciation and it's where I'm from, so forgive me. You know what I
That's
mean?
all right.
Some people say Pauline, some people say Pauline. So, it depends on my pronunciations. But Theda King, please go ahead, ma'am.
Okay. Dr. Linus, you had verified my email address, it seems. But now I'm not sure if I should have created back the account because I think I had created it before. And now that I understand it has been verified, I tried again and it tells me that the email, that it has already been taken.
Oh no, you don't need to recreate it at all. All you have to do is log in.
Okay. Okay. I think that is where I went wrong. I created it again. with
Yeah,
the
the
same
system will not allow you to
information.
create it again, particularly using the same email address.
Okay. So if I go back and just log in now, then I should be okay to complete the information.
You will be perfectly okay. Just try that. Try that
Okay.
while we are on the call, and if you have any problems, we can fix it.
No, sir, it's okay. I can deal with that otherwise. You can go on to somebody else. Thank you very much.
All right, that's super.
Dr.
Thank you so
Linus,
much.
I'm on the request. Can I click request?
Yes, please click send request. So you go to send request,
Yes.
okay, and then you click on add request money. Can you
I
see it?
cannot. No, it does request money and no request money data found.
Remember, she's using a mobile, Dr. Linus, so
Okay,
it may be in a
if you are
slightly
using a
different place.
mobile, if you are using a mobile, Sister Emma,
Yes.
best thing to do is to use the menu from Connect. It's actually much easier. Are you trying to get it from Connect?
Yes.
Okay, so let's go to Connect. And I can show you from Connect. It's much easier actually from Connect.
All those people except Sister Emma, can you please keep yourself on mute? Thank you.
Okay, so while on Connect,
Yes.
you go to transact because it's a transaction. and then you go to send money request.
Yes.
You just click that. Now, in my case, of course, because I'm not, because I wasn't logged in, it might ask me, okay, there you go. It brings up the page. And all you have to do is then put in the number. I guess you need my account number, right?
Yes,
Yes.
she is.
So
P.
PE
Yes.
2207
2207
06
06
359
359
34892.
Yeah. I'm giving you 30 Lumi.
No, you're asking me to pay you 30 Lumi. So when somebody comes to your restaurant
Yes.
and you're requesting a payment from them,
Yeah.
you put the amount that you want them to pay you on the request. So
Okay.
let's assume that I've come and I've had my plate of rice and coffee and yam and plantains or whatever, and my bill comes up to 30 Lumi. Then you go to request money and send me a request for 30 Lumi. Okay.
Yes.
And then I have to approve it. Let me know once you've sent it.
I've sent it.
You have sent it. Now, once you've
Oh,
sent it.
okay. No, it says plan expired.
All right. Okay. No problem. So what you need to do is click on pricing plan.
Yes.
Go here and just click on pricing plan.
Yes.
And whenever that happens, just pick this one, pick the largest one and click on renew. That's what I do. It's free.
Renew plan. Yes.
Yeah, just click on renew plan. That's it. One click.
Yes, I've renewed.
And then submit. Okay. So try again, please.
Okay.
But
So whenever you try and do a transaction, it says plan expired. Don't panic. Just go to pricing plans and then click on renew to renew it.
How are you doing, Sister Emma?
I'm there. It's logging in. Network is low.
Okay,
And
no, that's fine. When you get to the point that you're sending your request, let us know. I'll just take another question in the meantime. Okay.
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 Callum Davids.
Evenings. I wanted to know, one of the assistant that is working with me, right? I need to pay her. Can I do it like this in Transact? And is there a specific amount for the day that I can send?
Yes. So if you want to pay somebody, you select the currency in which you want to specify the amount. Since you're in South Africa, aren't you?
Yes, yes.
So you can select ZAR if you want, so that you can put the amount in South African Rand equivalent value.
Okay.
And then you go to transfer, send money. You enter their number. For example, what's your account number? What's your account number? Do you know?
No, Dr. Linus.
That's fine. I'll use Sister Emma's. That's Sister Emma's. So you click here, the name will display, and then you enter the amount. If you want to send 5 Lumi, you enter 5.
No, Dr. Linus. I think it's 1,000 Lubina.
Pardon?
Something like that.
1,000 Lumi, okay.
Yeah, that's a lot, but that's what you're paying. You're actually paying the
Oh,
person
sorry.
in Lumi.
I used South African rand
Ever
here.
since we began to work, I never paid her. But now I must put it over to her.
Right. So what we're asking you, ma'am, are you planning to pay her in Lumi or South African rands?
I think in ZAR.
You're going to pay her
so
in...
you select ZAR.
Yes.
Right. And then you would put the where it's got amount, yeah, you will put whatever ZAR. So say that you and I had a thing and you wanted to pay me in ZAR and it's 1,000 ZAR, then you will put down 1,000 there.
Okay.
That's
Yeah.
right.
Okay. And if Dr. Linus was going to don't submit it, Dr. Linus. If he was going to submit that, she would receive 1,000 ZAR. Yeah, but it will be what will be deducted from your account is the AKL equivalent to the 1,000 ZAR.
Okay.
And she would receive the AKL equivalent of 1,000 ZAR.
Okay. Thank you, Dr. Linus.
Okay, you can
Dr. Linus, repeat your number. PE22.
Okay, this is it. PE22
Yes.
07 06 359 34892.
Can you repeat it, please?
PE2207
Yes.
06
Yes.
35 93 4892.
Yes.
Okay,
I've
so
sent to you successful.
okay, very good. So what you do,
Yes.
once you send the request to the customer
Yes.
has to go to money request, and they are receiving the request because you have sent the request. And they will see this, that they've got a request from Emma. It's today. Of course, because I've selected South African Rand, it is showing us South African Rand. But let's go back to Lumi, and it will show in Lumi, which is 30 Lumi. Okay. The customer then has to click on send and then proceed. That's all they have to do. Okay. And Sister Emma, because you are using this for your business, if
Yes.
you want, we can change your long account number to just Emma, for example, so that when they come, they can just type Emma and send you the money.
Yes, that's be good.
Would you like that?
Yes. Yes.
And we make it just Emma, just EMMA.
Dr. Linus, I do appreciate and we want to make it easier, but I think that we the support desk need to understand that because we don't want any confusion.
All right. Okay. I'm going to leave that. Let's keep it.
Yeah,
Let me
please.
show you another way. For those that frequent your restaurant, they can always save your details.
Yeah.
Okay, let me show you that. I think that's better for everybody. So you come in here, transfer, you click on send money. They would not enter your number, the long number. They'll go to saved account, and they should be able to find you if they had sent money to you before. So in this particular case, you see Emma. I just click. Your number is already there. The name is already there. And all they have to do is enter the amount, 5 Lumi, and then they send. That's how quick it is. Okay. So when they make the payment for the first time, tell them to save it so that next time they can just click and enter the amount and pay. Like that.
Okay.
It's very
Okay.
fast.
Okay.
Thank you. So let's carry on.
Have you
You are not paying back. You are not paying back my Lumi.
I have.
No, he has. He's given you 30. He's more than paid back your Lumi. Make sure you're on your history, Dr. Linus, that it's completed.
It is completed. If we look at transfer history,
Yes, it's completed. She's got it.
There's 1 Lumi, there's 5 Lumi, all to Emma. Yeah.
Yes.
And there is
Where's the 30 Lumi?
there is 0.25. No, the other one was a money request, so it will come under the request history. It's not a transfer. So if we go to more and we go to transactions, then you will see 30 Lumi. Which is that? Have you got that?
So you have 30 Lumi in your account, Sister Emma.
Yes, 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 I've received.
So
Okay.
I've sent 1, I've sent 5, I've sent 30. So you've got at least 36 extra.
Okay.
Okay, we'll take the next question now.
All right, thank you.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
You're
Thank you.
welcome. The next one is Peter.
Oh, yes. Good evening, everyone.
Yeah, good evening.
Dr. Linus.
Good evening.
Thank you for being here again. I think I'm getting more acclimatized with the system, with the process, and I'm very glad for this enlightenment on daily basis. So, so far I had issues with my account. So far I'm able to access my Transact. I was able to receive the activation for Swifin and for Connect.
Yes.
Unfortunately, I'm not yet able to log in.
You are not able to log
Despite-
into where?
Into both Swifin and into Connect. I can only log in into Transact.
Okay, to log into Connect.
Can I may I butt in here, Dr. Linus, and I'd say, because I have actually been working with Peter.
Yes.
We worked on it today, and he was sent his activation code, which he did. When he tried to log into his Swifin account, it was telling him invalid login. He did use because he had never logged on, and he's only been activated today. He did attempt to use the 44CC, and it was telling him that it's invalid login. He does have his Swifin ID number, okay,
Yes.
but it was giving him a message of invalid login. Now
Okay.
I can't send. Am I supposed to send him a reset button or a reset password, although he's never used this Swifin account because it's only been activated today?
Okay, that's a very good. That's very good piece of information. If the Swifin account when was the Swifin account created? It's a new account.
It was, I can't remember when it was actually created, but it was only activated today.
Okay,
So
it
I
sounds
sent
like-
him because he tried to receive the activation code on his Gmail, and it wasn't happening. Yeah. So he ended up receiving his activation to his Swifin account, and he received it straight away. With
Very
that,
good.
he activated it. He activated the email address, and that obviously the Swifin, and that was fine. But when he went to log into his Swifin account, he put in his Swifin number, and
Yes.
then he used the 44CC, and the message that came out was invalid login.
Yes.
He tried it several times, and eventually it blocked him. So
Okay.
he left it for a while, and then he tried again later on in the afternoon, and it still came up with the message of invalid login.
Okay, I get it.
Although he didn't do anything wrong.
I get it. And that is the kind of behavior that I was expecting, because it's a new account.
Yes.
Remember, we were using the 44CC for existing accounts after the migration process. So all new accounts, when you create it, you will actually set your own password, or the system will send you a password if you haven't received one. So the 44CC does not work for any account that is created after the migration process.
Okay. Okay.
That's only for existing accounts.
So in Peter's case, then, Dr. Linus, would I
Yes.
have to send him, because he doesn't have a password? It didn't issue a password. It just told him to click here. The second email came through with his Swifin ID, which was fine.
Yes.
Okay, but there was no password that came with that message. So do I have to send him a reset?
Yes, let's do a reset and he will be fine.
Okay, that makes sense. And what about his Connect account? Because he was having the same issue when he went into his Connect. Okay, we've sorted out the Swifin account, so I understand what I've got to do with you now, Peter.
Sure.
On his Swifin account, he logged in, but the Swifin account is a Gmail. Okay.
Okay, we can change that.
No, sorry, that's wrong. I do apologize. His
The Connect.
connect is a Connect account, is his Gmail account, and it's not going through for him to verify his email. So we did it a couple of times, and the message that came up was an email has been sent to your email address provided for you to verify the email, but there was no verification that actually came through, and he refreshed. We spent a little time and the message still was not coming through. It's one of those ones that either was delayed or blocked. I don't know if anything came through after I spoke with you, Peter.
Not more.
Right. So that's
Okay,
the
that's
stage.
fine. That's easy to.
That's the
that's
stage
easy
that
to
the
resolve.
Connect. Yeah, that's the case where the Connect account is at. Sorry
Okay,
about that, Peter. I had to just explain exactly
Yeah,
what
sure,
we
sure.
did.
That's
Thank-
fine. That's fine.
Thank you, Dr. Linus. Please go ahead.
Thank you very much. That's easy to resolve. So what we do is, Peter, what is your login on Connect?
On Connect is mutukupeter.com.
That's your username, your Connect username.
Username is P Mutuku.
P Mutuku.
As it's written there, Dr. Linus, P Motuku.
Okay, P Mutuku. Okay, very good. So carry on, and you can consider that problem resolved. I'll let you know when it's done. I'll have a look at it.
Okay,
All
thank you
right.
very much.
Thank you.
And I will sort out your other issue and send you a reset, Peter. Okay, so we'll work on that part. Okay.
All right. Thank you so much.
You're welcome. You're welcome.
Yeah,
The next person.
I'm here now.
Oh, hello. Hi, brother. Hi, brother Ambi. Welcome back.
Yes.
Nice to hear from you.
Yeah,
Can you do
it's a
me a
bit quiet
favor?
now.
Thank you so much. Can I ask you to take over for me in the pronunciation, because I'm not doing very well. I know my weakness and I know my lane. But the next one is Aluga Solomon.
Yeah.
So Aluga Solomon, can you unmute?
Yes, good evening, Sister
Yeah,
Pauline.
Good evening. Good
Good
evening.
evening. Go ahead, sir.
Thank you so much for the wonderful work. Please, I've sent an information in the chat room because a friend came to me that I should help him to reset his password, but I couldn't do it. So I helped him to create a ticket, and I really want you people to help me so that if we can reset the password for him on his Swifting account. I've sent the details on the chat room. I think that was the second or first message before the
So
meeting
I can
started.
see it.
I
I can
can
see it. ID
I can
ticket 3511.
I can
Yes, sir,
see.
that's the ID. Yes.
Right.
That's the
Okay, so
ticket ID.
Can I
Sister
ask
Pauline-
you? Can I ask you, Mr. Solomon? Did you send it from your Connect or from his Connect?
He's Connect. He's Connect.
Okay.
Okay, so I think while we're looking at Solomon's ticket, we'll take the next person.
Can you give me that ticket number, please, Mr. Solomon?
It's
3511.
3511.
Okay, I'll have a look at the ticket. Brother Ambi, you take over from there. I'll have a look at the ticket. Thank you.
All right. Coach Monica.
Thank you so much. And again, I want to ask. Yesterday, I helped. That was on Sunday. I helped someone to create transact accounts. They sent link to his email actually, but the link did not have provision for you to click. They just say click here to activate your
There's
listing, and there was no provision before. You used to see it highlighting in blue so that you not click there, but there was nothing like that.
Okay, so that is easy to solve. What the person would do is copy the link that is supposed to click and put it in his browser. Right on top.
What I'm trying to say is there was no link. They only say click the link below, but there was no link. So no way to click.
Okay, does the person have a Swiften mailbox?
No.
Okay, that would
You see
solve
Gmail.
all the problems. That would solve all the problems. Now, in some cases, depending on the security settings on your email client, some email clients would strip out links apparently for security reasons, right?
Okay.
And so if you have set up your security policy on your email client to strip out links, then the link may come and the link will be removed and you might not have it there. But I can assure you that our system sends out the link. Definitely.
Okay, sir.
100%.
But for in case now he decide to buy the mailbox now, how would the problem be solved? Is he going to resend the link, this thing again? Trying to
once he has a Swift mailbox, I mean, we can certainly activate the account because we know that it's a Swift mailbox and that mailbox exists. And we know for sure 100% that if we send any notifications to that mailbox, it will be delivered. So the issue of activation really, the issue of activation is really to check that one, the mailbox exists, two, it works in the sense that you can send messages to it and those messages will be received. But
the truth is that it's the same mailbox I used to migrate him on his Connect account. And the link was sent in there, and we use the link to continue the process. I'm surprised that when we send on the Connect, on the Transact account, you could not see the link. They only said, click the link below, and there was no link. So the message came actually from Transact, but there was no link to click.
all right, what I would suggest is encourage them to get a Swift mailbox, and then we update the accounts, both Swift account and Connect and Transact with the Swift mailbox address. That problem will disappear completely.
Right. And Mr. Solomon, can I ask you please to ask the person's concerned if they can just write an additional information on that ticket, which is 3511, if they can please confirm their email address that is on their account. And then I will send them a their Swiftin account reset once I've checked the verifications, okay? Because he's got his name, he's got a number, but I need the email address to ensure that that's been set up correctly. All right.
All right. All right. I will do that, but that will be tomorrow. It can't be today because
that's
we're not
fine.
together.
No, just answer the ticket to providing further information and just say the email, just let him write the email address so that when I go in and check the details, I have his telephone number, his name on the account and the email address, and I will send him a reset. Okay.
It's all right. I will do that.
All right. Thank you.
So thank you.
Sorry.
Your baby is making his presence known. So, all right. Babukar Ahmed, if please do not unmute yourself, otherwise I will put you in the waiting room, sir. Right. The next one is Coach Monica. Coach Monica, how can we help you?
Hello, Mr. Pauline. Good evening.
No. Can Babukar Ahmed, please do not unmute. Can you put your hands up because there has been people waiting?
Okay.
Thank you. Right. Coach Monica, can you please go ahead, ma'am?
Hello, good afternoon, good evening.
Yes, good evening, ma'am. How can we help you?
Okay, Dr. Linus gave me a mailbox, but I don't know if I did not wrote down the password for the mailbox. Because what I thought that I should have used the password that I had created.
Did you change the password?
I changed the password in when I was trying to get to the Swiftin.
No, I'm talking about mailbox.
Yes.
I'm talking about the mailbox.
No, I didn't.
If you didn't change the password, then the password, the default password that you would have would be monica.bowers. Monica.bowers. Can you hear me? Can you hear us, Monica?
Just hearing you now, just now.
Okay. I'm saying that the default password into mailbox will be Monica.Bowers.
All lowercase, please, Monica.
All lowercase. And then when you get in, please make sure you change it.
Okay. Okay.
So if
Sister
you-
Monica, I'm sending you that to your chat, to your private chat right now, okay?
Okay, thank you.
So that you have that there as well.
Okay, thank you, Sister Monica.
Thank you. Thank you,
You're
Obal.
You're
welcome,
welcome.
ma'am. The next one is Pamela. Pamela, can you unmute yourself, please?
Oh, hello. I wanted to ask two questions. Obviously, Peter's one has been sorted by you so far. So that left me with two now. Right. I've got some people that actually they have their name incorrectly from what it is on the ID. So I'm wondering, how do we go about with that now that they've got the Connect and they've got the SwiftFN? So what do I tell them to do now? Because they need to change those names around to match what is in the card.
Have they completed their KYC?
On the Connect
On Transact, have they created their Transact and they completed their KYC?
Oh no, they haven't. They haven't been getting a link because of that, I believe, for the Transact. Because it's not on the same as it is on the ID card.
No, but why the reason I'm asking that, Sister Pamela, is if they've created their Transact account and they've completed their KYC, that will be a verification that we're dealing with the correct person for the correct account. Okay, that's number one. And then they can raise a ticket in stating that, please, can you amend my account because it does not agree with my ID produced, and we can check their IDs, check their KYCs, and then ensure that we are dealing with the correct account holder. I don't know if you want to come in, Brother Ambi or Dr. Linus, please.
Yes, that's correct, Sister Pauline. Once they provide their KYC on Transact, it's a point of reference. If they want to change any name on account, then the information on Transact needs to be up to date and it needs to be validated.
Right, but some of them have got the apply for Transact, but it's giving them a link, it's giving them a welcome email, but it's not giving them the actual link. So it's not even.
How many do they have a SwiftFN mailbox?
No, not yet, and some of them can't afford just yet anyway because they're new.
Okay, how many of them are there?
A few. I don't have the numbers at hand right now, but a good few.
Are these the ones? Are these the ones, Dr. Linus, that can, if they could copy and paste it into a browser?
May I come in and explain?
Yes, please go ahead.
Who's just shouted out there? I don't know who that
That's
was.
one of the person I'm talking about, and one of the main persons.
Yes.
Okay. Thank you very much, Sister Pamela. Yes, Gosham, go ahead.
This is Mugaragashram from Uganda, and my nephew.
Okay, so what exactly is the problem that Sister Pamela is trying to explain to us?
Where the problem came from, we didn't know that we need a Transact link to make a Transact account.
Okay.
So what we did, we just jumped in unknowingly and clicked Transact account so that we make the Transact account without knowing that before we go there, we need to pass through the link.
Okay. Okay.
So when we did that, we were given an empty information saying that you click here because we had done it wrong. So what we need now, we need somebody who is an expert to come in. And the problem came from me because I am the main I'm the main referrer in Uganda. I was given that chance that I converse it with you. You make my account work so that I can guide all my Ugandan all my Ugandan team. So I have an account with the Swifin and Connect, but I don't have the account of the Transact, and it has stacked all of us Ugandans.
Yes, it will do. Yes, it will do, sir.
Mm.
Right. Dr. Linus or Brother Ambi, do you want to explain it to him?
Okay, so basically, what you need to do, let me just, because if I,
Do you want to share, if you can share your screen, if it's possible, then you can show him exactly where he's got to go now.
Yes, maybe I just want to also phrase the question so that we all understand.
Yes, sir.
So it is my understanding that he has Connect already, they have Connect already, and they have account. And
Yes,
what
sir.
they don't have is Transact.
Yes.
And they
Yes,
want
sir.
to know how to create Transact.
Create Transact, and once it's created, to enable them to do their KYC.
Okay.
Thank you.
So I'm sharing my screen now. I'll just show you where to go. Okay. So when you get on to Connect, this is my Connect, as you can see.
Sir.
This is my Connect. When you get on Connect, you would go on here, Transact. You go onto this icon, Transact, and then you go into the first thing here, Create Transact Account. Okay. Because you are on a mobile phone, possibly. So if you go, if I go there, create Transact account. If I go to that place, that place I was showing you earlier, it's going to open the registration form for creating the Transact account. So you see, create account. So you go there. If it's on a computer, you go there, create Transact account. But I'm thinking that you may possibly be using a mobile phone, and when you are using a mobile phone, you would, it will probably take you to the default home page, which would be this page. Just 1 moment.
Brother Mbi, if you make your screen, if you narrow your screen and make it smaller, it will default to the mobile phone view.
Yeah.
So just minimize your browser screen.
Okay.
And just make it narrower. There you go.
Yeah. So if you are on the mobile, this is what you are going to see. Okay. So you would see this. You would see these red buttons. Okay. You go to Transact on the red buttons, and you go to the second one after Transact account to create Transact account. I think on a mobile phone, you would see each of these red as one line, and then the next will be another line, next will be another line. So that's where you go. You click and it will take you to the same page that we saw on the web interface.
Another way to access it, of course, is to click the menu on the top right.
Another way to access it is to come here. Where is it now?
Sorry, just close that advert where it says Acrobat's got it. Just close it.
Yeah, I've got it. So the other way to get it is to come here and then go there, Transact. go there, transact, and then it will give you the opportunity to create. Where it says get started, you click here, and it will take you to the registration page. Is that okay, Gershon?
Yeah, I can see. I'm following, sir.
However, sorry, I think you're misunderstanding what we said. Can I repeat what the problem is, please?
I hear you. Okay, so have we not responded to that specific question?
No, you haven't. What happened is that when he opened the account via me, I've sent him a link for the transact, but he missed it. He missed the link and he went and did it himself. And the transact have tell him, welcome to transact in his email, and said, click the link below, but there's no link there. So that's what the issue is. Because, yes.
So it's the same thing like the previous person or the person who was speaking about, I think two persons before, who said they also did a transact and did not get a link. That it says welcome to the platform, and then it says find below a link, but there was no link.
That's it.
So
yes.
it's the same thing. Okay. That is really a strange one. As we said, what we could do is to try. Do you have a mailbox?
But can I just say before you go on again, please? Sorry to interrupt. When I noticed, I've asked him, he sent me his ID, and I've noticed what happened. His ID card, but the way he set up his connect and his sweeping, what is on the ID card is the other way around. So I'm thinking that may be the problem, because Transact realized it's not the name is not in the same format.
No, that's not the reason. That's not the reason. So we would have to take a look at why the link is not coming through. Maybe what we could do, Dr. Lyons.
Yes, I can hear. I mean, I can only point to
I'm thinking that
security
maybe
settings
let's try.
on his phone.
I have a suggestion.
But I'm thinking let's just maybe.
I have a suggestion.
Yes.
I was of the view that we are brethren. I can give out my email. I can to an expert. My email, my credentials concerning my accounts, so that he can get into my email and my Swift account and Connect account, so that he can use my credentials and enter into my account as me, Then as an expert, he goes there so that he can
it's fine.
Discover the
we don't need to. Yeah, we don't need to go down that route. What I think we would do is that we could do one more try to trigger another verification email on the transact, and see whether if it comes, it's in the same format like the one that you have now. I think that's what we would do.
The problem is when I go to my sponsors transact link, so that I can go through the system. When I go through the system, they say they already have my email.
Okay. Okay. So you are trying to create an account on your referral link when you have actually created one directly already.
Exactly that one.
That's the problem. So, I mean, the only way to resolve that, if you really want to use the link, is we can delete the first account you created.
I did.
No, you can't. You can't do that yourself. You cannot do that yourself.
I tried. I don't know how to delete it again. Maybe if I can be guided, I delete my account and start afresh.
Okay, we can delete that if you want.
You delete it and I start the system afresh.
Okay, I would advise you get a Swift mailbox first before you do that. It will help you a great deal.
All right.
Just in case.
I think Madam Pamela will help me out.
Okay, very good. So
Okay,
let's do that. We can delete that account. If you tell us which one it is, we can delete it.
Yeah, I
Is
will.
Brother Patrick on?
Say it again.
Sorry, I was asking whether.
Yes, Brother Patrick is here. Brother Patrick?
I saw him earlier.
Yeah, he's here.
Brother
Yes,
Patrick, are you able to delete that account?
Yes, if he can give me the name of the account, I can do it. And the email address.
Yes, I am going to give everything to Madam Pamela.
I'll send it to Brother Patrick right now so he can do it for you now.
Go to the chat and send me a direct message. Can you do that, my brother?
Yes, I can do so, sir.
Yes, go to the chat, send me a direct message with your name as registered on the account and the email address.
All right, sir.
Okay, thank you.
All right. Thank you, Gershon. And good luck. Okay, so we are now at the critical point. We have 4 hands up, and we literally, we've gone about 13 minutes over our time. What we will do is that we will take 2 questions, and then we would hold 2 other names for tomorrow. The first.
Okay, if that is the case, we've got Akinoa and Teresa. Those 2 are the first 2 waiting. I'll write down the names of the. Yeah, I'll write down the names for the other ones for tomorrow.
Yes. I can see that Tiano is here. He is from Senegal. He's one of the leaders in Senegal.
Yeah, but if you want to take him, but make sure make sure you take the other 2.
Yeah, so I will take the 2. But I'm just hoping that what he wants to ask is related to emails. It's related to the emails that they need to set up in Senegal. He had sent me a request that they needed an initial 20 emails, but we are trying to sort out the structure in Senegal. And hopefully by before the week runs out, we would complete it and we would direct them accordingly. But otherwise, bonsoir Tierno, il faudrait que vous m'appeliez demain, au courant de la journée.
À quelle heure?
10 heures du Sénégal.
10 heures du Sénégal, d'accord.
Ouais, merci. Comme on n'a pas assez de temps encore, faut m'appeler demain. Ouais.
D'accord, pas de souci.
D'accord.
Okay.
Akinola, you have the floor.
Okay. Hello. Good evening.
Good evening. I sent you a direct message earlier on to type your question on the chat, but you didn't see it.
No, I didn't see the direct message you sent.
Yeah,
so
because you
my
sent
question.
a chat. You sent a chat that you wanted to ask a question.
Sure.
And I said, ask your question here. Go ahead.
My question. Okay, my question is this. I've been having challenge trying to bring some people on board. I've been trying to bring some people on the Connect account, the Swiffing, and also the Transact. Because I have a lot of people here in Nigeria that I'm trying to bring on board. But I set up my own account. I have a Swiffing a transact and a connect account. The three are verified, and that of my wife. But I've been trying to bring people in now. So I don't know what is wrong. I can't register people. So I don't know if it's a general thing from Nigeria, but I don't have other people here that I know that have registered on the three platforms that I can ask questions. So that's why I had to come over to.
Okay, no, that's fine. There's nothing wrong. People are registering in different parts of the world. Even in Nigeria, people are registering. We are still seeing registrations coming from Nigeria. Our suggestion always, especially given the circumstances that we are seeing, is that anyone you want to register, first of all, get them a Swift mailbox.
Okay.
And then from there, you create connect account and then transact. You go on to create. You know how to go on to create, right?
Sure.
For each of the accounts, yeah.
Yes.
So first thing, go to the mailbox.
Okay.
Get the mailbox sorted. Then it will be very easy and very quick.
Okay, they can use external mailbox like
they can use a standard
Gmail.
They can use a standard Gmail, but most of the questions that you have heard this evening are for people who have standard emails. And everyone who has a Swift email address would not experience the the problems that we are hearing from all the others.
Okay.
Yes.
Yeah. Thank you. And the challenge is, how can we make use of? We have not been able to. We can make use of the Lumi currency here in Nigeria. It has not been accepted as a kind of legal tender. So I'm trying to bring in people on board. If we can get people that can start using that, a community that can start using that within ourselves for transactions.
There are nearly 1 million people in Nigeria that already have accounts on this platform.
Really?
Yeah.
Yes.
I have not. Maybe I have not come across that.
Okay, just if you are watching your screen now.
Okay.
We have two Nigerians who have just raised their hands for a question, and they have accounts.
Oh, really? The only person I knew,
yes.
I only know two people. I know Sister Pamela that asked a question. Then Mrs. Grant from Canada. Those are the two people I know.
Well, but,
Akina, can I just say to you, on your Connect platform, you want to link up with people in your community. Just say, I am from Nigeria and I would like to link up with other Nigerians. Please respond to me. That is what it's there for.
Yes.
And you will get a response you never believe. You'll have so much pen pals.
Okay, but I was trying to join. I joined some group on the Connect, but I discovered that I don't see a lot of people there. I just see maybe 7 or maybe 3 on some groups.
Just put it on Connect. Say, I want to introduce, I'm from Nigeria and I would like to meet other Nigerians, please.
Okay, fine. Yes. I'll try that.
Yeah,
that's a good idea.
Okay.
That's what it's there for.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome.
All right. Yeah. All right. The next person we're gonna take, and it's the last person we will take this evening, is Teresa. And then we have Sadia, we have Vincent and Jude, which we will defer for tomorrow. And we have Gilbert, which we will that we are going to defer for tomorrow. So Teresa, you have the floor.
Good afternoon.
Can I just turn around and say, Gilbert, if you unmute yourself again, I will put you in the waiting room, sir. So please do not.
Good evening. I'm from Jamaica.
Hi, Teresa. Are you from Kingston?
No, St. Anne.
You are from St. Anne. Great. You have the floor.
I'm a new person to Swifting. I've created my Connect account. I've got a verification for the Swifting, but whenever I try to log in with the 44CC,
it is saying invalid login.
So if you are a new account, you can't use 44cc.
Okay.
44cc are for people who had opened an account before March 2022.
Teresa, can you private message me with your Swifting ID number, please?
What's your name, please?
My name is Pauline Martin.
Pauline.
I'm one of the first. I'm one of the first ones you see on the list. Pauline Martin. If you private message me with your Swifting ID, and your name on your account, okay,
and email address,
and
so
email
that we
address,
can confirm
please.
that.
Yeah, I will come. I will come straight back to you.
You are talking on the user's name?
No. Your name. So right now I can see your name is Teresa, but Teresa what? I don't know. Yeah. So Teresa, your Swifting ID, which is your 16 digits, and your email address that's on your account. So if you can do that for me ASAP, I can have a look and see what's going on with your account and find out if it's the 44cc or you just really need a reset. Okay. Okay. Thank you. Brother Patrick, were you able to assist the person concerned, my brother?
I think there's a bit of a misunderstanding here. Now, Keshom is giving me his Swifting ID as if I'm supposed to delete his Swifting account. And I just replied to him to say, we are talking about deleting your Transact account. That's what I heard.
Yes,
and
that's what I also understood.
Yes, and I only need your full name as registered on that account. He's already provided his email address and the other details about the Swifting account, which I don't need. I only need his full name, and I already have the email address. Please, Gershom, we are not talking about your Swifting account. We are talking about deleting your Transact account. And right now, I only need your full name. Thank you.
Okay. Thank you, Brother Patrick.
All right, sir. I've heard. Let me send it.
All right.
Can I just answer? Thank you very much, Brother Ambi. I just want to answer one of my colleagues here, which is Naman Jude Yeo. Naman Jude Yeo. You wanted to upgrade your Transact account with your Swifting ID, email. Just to let you know that that has been done. Okay, so if you are hearing me, I'll let you, just to let you know that that has been cleared for you. So your Transact account now has your Swifting email as your default email on your Transact account, which is something that you wanted us to do. Thank you, Brother Ambi.
That's perfect. Let me take Gilbert. Bonsoir, Gilbert. Let me take Gilbert from Burundi. Gilbert, vous êtes là?
Oui, bonsoir.
Oui, nous avons, la réunion est terminée. La réunion est terminée. Je vous donne seulement 1 minute si c'est quelque chose de très pressé.
Brother Ambi, can I ask you, since Gilbert is from Burundi, can I ask you to please can you hold, Gilbert, can you hold on just a moment, please?
Understand.
Right. Brother Ambi, can you tell Brother Gilbert that their ID, they have to open the book, because what they are doing, they're only giving us one side of the book, which is, do you remember when we spoke about it? You said that the one side of the book only has the administrator on there, and it's the same administrator. They need to open the book and show us the two sides. So one side is going to be for the administrator, the other side is going to be for them.
Yes. Okay.
So can you relay that back to them, that they have to show us the two sides, the side for the administrator and the side for them. So the side for them will have their, the side for them will have their details on there.
Okay.
Please. Thank you.
Okay. Gilbert, allez-y. Vous avez 1 minute, s'il vous plaît.
Ok. Ok, merci beaucoup. Comme question, c'est que concernant la population, y a-t-il qui habite au Burundi?
On ne vous entend pas. Je ne vous entends pas.
Il est oublié.
Vous pouvez m'appeler demain.
Oui.
Appelle-moi demain. Parce que la réunion est terminée. Appelle-moi à 11h. 11h, heure du Burundi. Vous m'entendez? Parce que je vois que vous avez quelques questions. Nous allons parler de la carte d'identité qui est le problème sur votre compte Transact. Donc, je vais vous montrer ce qu'il faut faire.
Non, non. Les problèmes, on a déjà. Les problèmes de carte d'identité, votre équipe, vous avez déjà résolu ça, la question. La résolution, on a déjà pris.
Ok, donc les autres questions alors, appelle-moi demain. Les autres questions alors, appelle-moi demain, on résout ça. 11h, heure de Burundi.
Demain à quelle
heure? 11h.
11h.
Heure du Burundi.
Ok, merci.
Je vous en prie. Bonne soirée. Okay, so
can I just, Brother Ambi, can I just come back to Teresa, please? I've just had a look at Teresa's account. It states that she's never logged on. Teresa, is it at all possible? Can you confirm when your account was open, please?
Last week I created the Swifting. Last month I started the Connect account.
So it was last week. So it was last week. So I've
received the confirmation and tried to go in, but when I reach the stage where it says enter Swifting and password,
yeah,
I can't go further than there.
Yeah, no, it's absolutely correct. That's what Dr. Linus was saying. The 44CC is for existing applicants
users
that had their old their Swifting account was on a different platform and it's been transferred to this platform. You're now on this platform. So what I will have to do is to send you a reset, and it will have a password in there that you will use to set up your account. Okay. So
okay,
I'm just writing down your details, and I will converse with you after. Okay, but yeah, no, it's because the 44CC will not work for you because you are what we call a new account.
Okay then.
Okay.
All right.
I'm just setting it. I'm just doing it now.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
All right, everyone. Thank you very much for making it this evening, and thank you for all the contributions, all the questions. I'm sure it's been edifying. I'm sure it's helped everyone in the meeting. And we look forward to having you guys tomorrow. Dr. Linus?
Thank you. Thank you very much, Brother B, Sister Pauline, and for everybody's contribution this evening. Tomorrow, we are looking to try and get a guest to come and talk, just talk. I mean, this is somebody who is probably one of the most prominent bankers in the United States. He runs a very large fund with trillions of assets on the balance sheet. and he is actually part of the movement. So we want him to come and have a chat tomorrow, to talk to us tomorrow. So tell your friends and come. So if you have any questions to throw at him, I'm sure he would have his own angle to answer those questions, and we will all be here. And remember, the challenges that we face on the continent, the responsibility to address those challenges is completely ours. Nobody else will come and solve those problems for us. Nobody else. We have to address them. And that's why we gathered as a community. We need to make sure every household, everybody, every business is included in this movement. We need to make sure there is a singular instrument of exchanging value. Before the African continent was split up, there were very large kingdoms within the continent that spanned many, many countries as we know them today. At the time that they were split up, this was in the 1884 Berlin Conference or so, there wasn't a single African on the table when those decisions were made. The arbitrary boundaries were put in place. Today we have 54 countries, 40 different currencies, a nightmare to transact, or for somebody from South Africa to trade with somebody in Burundi, or somebody in Burundi to trade with somebody in Sierra Leone. We are the generation that needs to solve those challenges. Make no mistakes. And this is part of the movement to address those problems squarely. Inclusion and the provision of a common instrument for exchanging value. That's our LUMI. And so thank you very much. Tell your friends, invite more people to come tomorrow, and continue with the great work that as the community we have all been doing in our respective corners. The movement is going strong. The numbers are growing rapidly, and we want to see that continue. We are all part of that chain, so don't let it break where you are, as VPM Hugh Johnson would say. Don't let it break where you are. So let's continue the movement. Thank you very much. These daily briefings are very refreshing, and they provide quite an excellent opportunity to get feedback from the community and to implement whatever are the challenges that we are facing as we use our platforms. So thank you very much, and have a wonderful evening, and look forward to seeing you again tomorrow. Same time, 8:30 p.m. South African time, or 6:30 p.m. UK time. Thank you, and good night, and God bless you.
Good night.
Good night, everyone.
Good night, Ambassador Jasmine. How are you?
I'm good, girl. Good night. I'm good.
It's good to see
How
you.
is the cold?
Good night.
It's cold. It's cold here, but it's just
Good
one of those things we
night.
have to put up with.
Kenya is
Hurry
very
home.
hot. Kenya is very hot.
I
No,
know.
don't upset me now. Don't upset me because you're nice and warm and you got a lot of vitamin D.
Sun is shining, but rain is round the corner.
We need the rain. We need the rain.
Oh, thanks. Good night, Dr. Linus.
He's muted himself. I don't think he's realized he's muted himself.
Is he miming away there?
Yeah. Okay, Brother MB, I'm going to leave you, each and every one. Thank you all for coming, and good night. And thank you for your participation.
Good night, and thank you all so much.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
Good night, all.
Good night. Talk tomorrow.
Daddy, this one do the bullying and